What's up again, everybody? What's happening? Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. Going live for the second time today. This is part two. It might end up being 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't give a damn. We're going to keep going live. You know why? Because y'all be showing me love when I'm live, man, and I appreciate it. You see what it is. You see them packages. Hey, man, we out here doing it, man. I was stuck out here in the boonies today. I don't know if I said it in my first live, but I'll say it now. I'm speaking. This has become another part of the content, man. When I tell y'all about the hustles that artists can do to survive, or anybody can do in this crazy economy. Yo, anybody who got that little ego, or you didn't want to ever have to do no job like this or that or what? Well, we all had to bite the bullet on something. Mine was doing courier work. I've even done construction work at one time. I wouldn't be strange to it again, depending on the level. I mean, I ain't trying to get too deep in the game, doing stuff that's, anything that's gonna put my body at risk. I'm like, man, please. This is the temple, and it's the tool that literally gets the jobs done. Like, when I get back on set, it's like a weird trade-off, because you do a physical job, you get the muscle, you get the strength, you get the physical, but you also gotta be extremely careful, man. You gotta constantly be careful. People think it's light work all the time. It is light work, but it's that kind of light work that can turn messy real quick when you're doing courier work. Because think about it, you out here driving, that's dangerous, number one. Then you got conditions of driving. It's rainy today. I mean, it's a lot of things any day. It doesn't matter if it's sunny or not, especially in Metro Atlanta with so many different people from everywhere, plus our native folks. It's a big gumbo of mess with personalities, good, bad, and in between, right? So you get a mix of all that going on. You gotta be head on the swivel is an understatement, And like, I'm in an area I'm not as familiar with today because of the way this one order went. It put me out into some other boonies. I'm used to riding in the boonies, and none of that puts me off. I don't care about. I don't get nervous when I see a cow field. You know what I mean? What's up? What's this here? Do I know you? I think I know you. That seemed familiar. Yeah, that seemed familiar. Tell me where I know you from. I don't know why that name seemed familiar. But what's up? And if I don't look at the screen as often, hey, I am riding. Like I just said, got to safety first. So, when I see the screen move, I know somebody said something, and I'll glance and see what they're talking about. But I generally like to wait for stoplights, which there will be a few. One coming up just now, even. But yeah, so, they put me in the boonies today. And I was like, man, I'm not in the world. I'm driving back to where I started just to get the next order. Because the first one I got, it ended pretty quick. And I was like, wait a minute, I know who you might be. Is that my homegirl from fan base? Hit the comments. Come on now, let me know if that's you. I think that's you. If it is, what's up? Yeah, I think that is you. You got them different names here and there, but I think I know that's who that is. What's up? What's happening? What's up? But yeah, we out here, man. It's crazy, people, because I was about to be frustrated about it. Hopefully, they don't make this route that I'm doing right now weird. At least I don't have groceries. I just got boxes and packages. I love that. I prefer that to food. I don't like dealing with people's food. I do it, damn near. I do that. I did that more so than anything else. And no, I can't say that. Almost even. It's almost boxes and food are even on the amount of stuff I've done in all the years of doing this. When it was just a side gig, and now that it's most of what I do for the get by. It'd be a lot with food, because I don't even have to explain, right? You got frozen stuff, you got to get it there within a certain time. I've never had an order officially canceled. I had one almost canceled, and it was because the people kept messing around in the app, talking about being picky and stuff. Let me tell y'all something, for y'all, all y'all who order stuff, here's the understanding you have to have about it. Yeah, the convenience of somebody else went shopping for you and brought your stuff to your door. First of all, hear what I just said. Someone else, another human being, is bringing things to your home. They're picking your food for you. So be respectful at all times. Don't order nothing. I mean, this goes for anything. This goes for something that ain't even food. Don't order nothing you ain't gonna be home to get. If it requires for you to be home to get it, and don't be walking around not having your phone on you. That is the dumbest ish I run into all the time, where people in apartment complexes. This is my biggest pet peeve. Order something, you in an apartment complex and you ain't give the gate code. You ain't give the gate code. What am I supposed to do with this? What do you, what do you want your stuff? Like, don't play with me. I done had some times, boy, I got so mad. I was like, hey, come get this damn whatever. Well, I remember back when statute of limitations. I remember one time, I think it was Valentine's night or something. It was crazy. Something that weekend. This has been years ago. This literally maybe 5 years ago. I know I was still doing my film thing heavy, and I was just doing it on the side. And I had some order, I think it was back when I was dashing. Man, I used to hate that. Cause you talk about exploitation of the driver. They ain't paying nothing. But this is during a time where all the ones that were paying something were lesser known, so folk wasn't knowing where else they could go and get some real money. So they had a lot of us out there on that BS. I mean, I remember when I used to actually get halfway excited just because you get a few more dollars on some order than normal, and you thinking, ooh. I love the line from Coming to America where, I forget that comedian's name, the chubby white dude. He is hilarious. That dude's a legend. I don't know if he's still with us or not. I hope he is. I don't know. He's hilarious though. But he's the one who's on the lettuce. He's like, yeah, I'm on lettuce now, but I'm about to be on fries, and that's when the big bucks start. That line right there, that moment in that movie is the epitome of American exploitation of the worker. Like, get a person to the point where they're excited about knowing they're not getting what they should be getting in anything, and just, hey man, this is it. Lower expectations. I mean, hell, I'm on lettuce now. When I get on fries, that's when the big bucks start rolling in. Man, when that man, he dropped his line. And then Eddie looked at the camera like smiling all goofy. And Arsenio looking like, are you fucking, this is where you got me? In Queens, New York to do this shit? Oh, I love that movie forever and a day plus a day. That is the epitome of classic comedy in a movie. That might be my all-time favorite. I ain't saying ethnically, I'm saying period. Of comedy movies, Coming to America, man. Come on, stop playing. It's beyond classic. It's got lessons in it. It's got layers to it. I don't even want to get off on it. I get to it. I'll be talking about that the whole live. I ain't even gonna do that right now. But I love that movie. And yeah, somebody had ordered something in apartments and they didn't give the right whatever. And I'm calling them, I'm texting them, I'm doing, and they are not responding. And then they finally start responding, and their stuff is weird. Like, I'm sending them, every time they answer the phone, I'm like, are you drunk? And then I thought to myself, no, they are. Like, you can hear people in the background laughing, they having a party, and they're just people giggling, and they're like, oh, I'm sorry, hold on. I'm like, do you want this or not? Because I'm serious. So at a certain point, I literally flipped. I don't remember what was said. I won't get into that, but I just know they'll never forget me, and they probably still be like real careful and cautious when they order. Cause I wasn't the one. I'm like, do you understand? You playing with a grown man. It was like some 20-somethings. I was like, man, you don't want me to find your door right now the way you playing with my time and my life. I was like, you don't want to see me tonight. Cause I don't care who up in there with you. I was there, y'all. I was there. And so anyway, I had to stop doing that shit. I had to get away from that. I don't have the temperament to tolerate. And that's for a lot of bullshit in this world. But why would I do that? Why would I do that? I had to let it go. And it was the best thing I could have done. Because as they say, when one door closes, how many open? And I literally found something. And you be on the rocks, you thinking, man, this is all messed up. I don't know how I'm gonna pay this bill and that bill. And then out of nowhere, some new thing will pop up. And then, that'll have its problems too. None of them perfect. But you just gotta find your own perfect you know, something that just works with your energy, your personality, your day. You know, how you want to get up, how you want to be home at a certain time and be done with all of it, and then got to fit it in with everything else you're doing, like what I'm doing right now. Like it's got to fit in with ONYXCON because ONYXCON comes first. Period. If it don't fit in with what I have in mind for what I'm doing here, then never mind. Never to the mind. All right. So we're gonna have a lot of interruptions, I can tell you. I even had to shut it down and just start Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, and everybody. As I was saying, everybody. Um, I do not. I don't like that. They have this little thing that pops up when you're live now. YouTube tries to suggest its own questions while you're live. I guess they know that most people don't care what you talk about, whether it's relevant to the topic or not. As long as they see a person talking, I don't know. But this thing says, "What's your favorite donut?" I'm like, did I say anything about damn donuts? Like what? And it's question. I mean, that wasn't even a topic. I wasn't even talking about that. But see, I guess it's supposed to help you have something to talk about. Most of the time, I got enough in my mind, but whatever. I'm gonna be front. I ain't going front. I shouldn't have read it. Now it's got me thinking about the last great donut I had, because I don't eat that kind of stuff regularly. Because if you did, I wouldn't look how I look. But I ain't gonna say that I don't like donuts. Donuts are amazing if you get the right one. The last best donut I ever had recently, and it was in this year, earlier this year, I went up to Memphis for the first time ever. Never been to Memphis, and it was for a project I won't even mention because I can't no more. Unfortunately, the relationship with that situation went to hell. Some film stuff. I don't regret the opportunity. I don't regret the experience. It was overall very fun and mostly still meaningful in the back of my mind of the good times had and good experiences had and everything like that, right? What's up? Shout out, got Carter up in here. I see you. I appreciate you. Must be one of my subscribers, because only my subscribers talk in the comments, and I appreciate you. So, but no, I was up in Memphis, and I had a donut from, I wish I could remember the name of the place. Because to this day, the only thing about donuts I'm always cautious of is I don't eat canola oil if I can help it. I avoid that like a freaking plague, because it is a plague. It's a cheap oil that was used during World War II for military machinery. You heard right, that's right. It was originally called rapeseed oil, but they changed the name for obvious reasons, because it was hard to sell it with a name like that, right? And because most of it was produced, and to this day is still heavily produced in Canada, somebody came up with the brilliant idea of, let's call it canola. That's a Canadian oil, Canada oil. And so many people eat this stuff 90% of the, if you go out to eat, you eating it all the time. If you like to buy a lot of mainstream chips, you're eating it all the time, and it's killing you. Look up why. Don't nobody believe nothing until they look up why, It's not good. It's just not good. And so, damn, I hate to break off when I'm doing, oh, I appreciate the love. Appreciate that. That's what's up. Yes, y'all. I'm back. Somebody said, did you have a good day at work? Sure, I'm still at work. Good day is every day, all day, any day, all day, all the time. It's just still working, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I was talking about donuts. I was saying I was in Memphis, and I had this, there's a place up there that's local. It's no major chain. It's a mom and pop type spot. I know it's owned by an Asian family. I don't know specifically what ethnicity of Asians. That's why I just say general, and I do mean East Asian. They could be Korean. They could be Japanese. I don't remember. Chinese. I don't remember. So I'm not doing that. I don't play with that. I respect that. People are different. These are totally different nations, different languages, everything, you know what I'm saying? Relatable in different ways, yes, but no. So anyway, they had some of the best damn donuts I've ever had. And I wish I had eaten more of what was, you know how people will get a box with assorted? I only had one. I looked at the other ones, and I kept standing, I'm thinking to myself, I want to eat that, and that, but I only knew I could afford to eat one to stay with. What the hell are you walking in the middle of the freaking... That's what we doing out here? Just right on the lane? Just right on the double lane? Not even in nothing bright like this to be seen so you don't get hit. You just out here walking in the middle of the damn street. People losing their minds, y'all. I'm trying to tell you something. It's serious. It's not a game. It's not a game. It's not a game. People losing their damn mind. The woman was just walking. I thought it was a dude because the way she was dressed, the style of clothes from the back. I get up close enough to see. I was like, I just thought it was a long-haired dude. It was a long-haired woman. She just walked, and she was holding like a, I don't know if that was a laptop or a diary or something. She's holding it like. I'm like, okay, obviously you're depressed, but why the hell are you walking down the middle of the street in this neighborhood? It's right off of a thoroughfare where, as I'm at this, anybody can turn on. It ain't like constant traffic, but it's enough. Like, why would you? No, oh no. Walking in the middle of the street, no. Oh man, that's wow. What is really going on? What is really going on? Damn, folk out here trying to they new forms of committing suicide. Are you crazy? Don't be walking in the middle of no damn street in any neighborhood in Metro Atlanta. This ain't the country. It's country-ish, but it ain't. Don't do that. Don't play with your life like that. That's dangerous. Anyway, I can't finish this story about the donut, y'all. Rewind. I was talking about the freaking donut, right? See how much stupid stuff going on, get you thrown off? So this thing was, I usually don't even, like, they're not my favorite donut. My favorite is just a glaze. I mean, and especially if it has something unique about it. A lot of people say, what could be unique about glaze? It's just glaze. You ain't had the donuts I had. There's a place here in the Atlanta area, and I'd had to look it up to remember, but I could find that easy because a family member bought it, and I had them, and I was like, where you get these donuts? They were maple. They used maple syrup in the glaze. And the rest of it just a regular, very soft, wonderful donut, right? And I said, see, this is why I can't be, as much as I like some sweets, I can't be around that stuff. Like this time of year, especially, this is when you get fat. You don't be careful because it's cold. And people like to, what they call it, comfort food. I'm warm and I'm toasty and I'm eating these carbs. Yeah, you will explode. You had this donut, I had that. I think it was one of maybe two in the box. I probably ate both of them. But man, if it had been a whole box, I would have been like, you got some? Yeah, and bring me a pillow. God. Man, it was so freaking good. So insanely good. Because you add that extra flavor. It's maple. I love maple. Maple's one of them flavors, man. Bourbon, all them brown liquors and food and cakes. Like I said, I don't drink, but I eat. Woo! That's some good eating. Yeah, y'all, I'm back. Yeah, y'all. Yes, I'm back. We back in. It's gonna be like this. This is how it is. If you never watched one of my lives and you wonder why does it keep cutting off? Is he in a bad area? No, I'm in a okay area. The problem is it just don't stay on. It's gonna come back, but at the end of it all, like blip in the flow, and it'll be right back like it never stopped. And I'll be talking about something, and it'll be like, oh damn, it just keeps flowing. That's how it does. So about this donut I was talking about, right? This place in Memphis. Ever had that was glazed. It was a glazed cake donut. So it was soft in the middle, and it had that light crunch. That little, like you on the outside is crumbling, and then the outer layer of the skin, if you will, is crumbling, and then you got the middle that was just like powdery soft. Like that damn thing was so freaking good. It's illegal, okay? That place up there in Memphis, they ain't a lot of stuff I would go to Memphis for after I experienced it, to be honest, because I can see why they talk about the blight and how rough it is up there and crazy. I told somebody I know from Memphis, and he ain't even flinched. He just laughed like, yeah, you got it right. I said, man, he said, what'd you think? I said, man, Memphis is like, and I didn't stay for a long time. It was just a couple of days. So it ain't like I saw every side of it. But when I told him what I saw, he said, "You saw all there is to see. You ain't nothing else worse." He's like, "Yeah, like, yeah, man, shoot, it's dangerous, man. Don't be messing around up there." I said, I can tell. I said, man, it looked like all the worst of Atlanta pushed in one place. That's it. It still looked southern. It looked familiar in that way. I said it just looked like all that you took the absolute worst parts of Atlanta and put them all together surrounding the city. He's like, yeah, that's it. That's it. Because he lives, the guy I'm talking about, he from Memphis. He lives here in Atlanta now. He said, yeah, that's it. That's it. Like, that's what it is. That's what it's like. I said, God dang, boy, it's like, because every house was dilapidated, or if it was anything new, it's surrounded by a bunch of really messed up stuff. There's not a lot of abundant show of wealth and prosperity, and you can tell, oh yeah, now there are those areas. Now I'm not saying I didn't see anything look like that. Like, there's zones and areas where it's amazing and there's plenty of wealth and all that stuff, as you like every damn town. But it's more concentrated in the areas where it's rough, and that's most of it. So it's like, there's no running from, is this bad? I don't know, maybe if we go a couple of blocks it'll change. Still the same, okay, when you in it, and that's all there is. It's like, it's rough, man. But they do have some nice food spots up there. I ate a lot of good meals actually when I was there. Had a really amazing, there was a pizza place I went to that was crazy. There was a Jamaican place I had when I first got to town. That was the first time I had eaten oxtails in a long time, and they were excellent. And I was so worried about, people cooking with canola. Which I asked the dude on the phone. It was so funny, the conversation we had. I said, man, do y'all using anything canola oil? He said, there's no canola in the building. No canola in the building. I said, brethren, I'm ordering right now. Let's go. He said, he just laughed. I said, no, that's what I need to hear. You speak about it later. He said, no canola in the building, brethren. We hardly cook with any oil. He said, what we do, it's only soy. It's the soy. It's the, everybody uses it. The next cheapest thing, but at least, yeah, you don't want to eat too much of that, fellas, to give you some titties. I mean, did you hear what I said? Okay. Estrogen. Hello. Don't overgo the estrogen. They throwing that in everything too, mess you up. Oh my gosh. But nah, I was just like, man, there was some good food. I cannot front on that at all. There was definitely some good food up there. Some cookies. This black lady, I forget her name. She's famous for her cookies. Had some of them. They were really good. They were pretty simple. It's just pretty basic. Sugar cookies, lemon cookies, stuff like that. But it's the fact that it's, from a family recipe and it's done every day fresh versus something sitting in a bag on a shelf. No, this is, you go up in there, them cookies was made that day. Just like any good donut spot. So I was like, I love it. Y'all got that. Salute to that. Y'all doing that thing. But you got to watch it. Like I said, you got to be careful with that. Appreciate the love. I saw that going up. Appreciate you. Make sure you're a subscriber. I hope you are. You got to be a real one when you show that kind of love. We need you on board, okay? It ain't nothing but it's free. You hit that button, you in. There it is. Yeah. ONYXCON. All the families up in here. Monetization Nation. Let's see. Okay, Ronnie. How you doing? She was slow to put up her hand like, do I know you? Old lady decorating her box for Christmas. No, Grandma, you don't, but I can show love. So what's up? How you doing? That's how old school real Southerners do. We see some peoples, we wave. That's what we do. We wave at you. Hey, how you doing? All right now. That's the way it's supposed to be. We can't lose that. We got to keep that heritage, that way of being. All right, y'all. You good, boss? Thank you. All right. Be right back. Man, I hate to keep pausing this. But I'm back. Pardon the All these bridges, that's what we gotta do, y'all. We gotta get all the work. We gotta get all the work. That's how we gonna make it to the goals. Yep. What are we doing? Okay. Here we go, y'all. Let's get it. Back at it. So, let's see, where did I leave off? What do I want to talk about now? Oh, you know what I wanted to shout out? I didn't finish this. I started talking about it and I got on a tangent. I probably had a package dropping and that made me forget. But I was talking about gaming and how I was playing Cyberpunk the other night, Cyberpunk 2077. Shout out to Mike Pondsmith, the man himself, the creator of it all, and his company, ONYXCON, and of course, CD Projekt Red that produced the video game that we all love so much. But it all started with Divisions of the tabletop company and still exists, ONYXCON, from Mike Pondsmith. Michael Pondsmith, y'all. For real, though. You're going to hear that name a lot around these parts. We salute Mr. Mike Pondsmith for his vision. And I'm a definite Cyberpunk head and fan. Make sure you check out Cyberpunk ATL, fan fiction favorite right here on the ONYXCON network. Cyberpunk ATL. I'm gonna drill it in your brain till you say, what is this? And then you're gonna be like, damn, this is good. And you're gonna be addicted. We're gonna have you binging it. 4 episodes deep, I think, so far, and 1 on the way. Definitely every day. I'm always editing and doing my thing for that. I got one that y'all gonna absolutely be like, yo, what was that? And you're gonna love it. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. So get ready for it, because it's coming. More Cyberpunk ATL right here on the ONYXCON network, brought to you as an original fan fiction piece. So cool. If I don't say so myself. But I was playing the other night and I had about 2 people in there. That's all I said, 2? Yeah, 2. I said 2, damn it. All it takes is 1 to start anything, right? Hello. But there was 2 people that was just steady watching. I still got hit by one of my homeboys, because he's good for that. He tell me he watches my lives when I play my games. He likes to watch he's a gamer. Shout out to my brother Kirk. I call him Captain Kirk. Kirk up there in Philly. That's my Philly homie right there. Good brother I never met him, but I done interviewed him. We talked about gaming content and stuff. We made gaming content, talking about games, talking about the history and future of games. We haven't done that in a while. We really need to catch up. It's well overdue. But yeah, man, he's a real one, and he likes to watch my stuff. So I wondered if it was him. I never know. I always know when I see one, I'm like, okay, that's probably Kirk, or maybe this other homeboy I got who into gaming. That's it. That's all I think, right? But it was 2, and they were steady watching. I said, damn, that's different. I think all of the new people we getting up in here is starting to change the demographic of how stuff works, where people really are watching the content. They really are appreciating what I'm doing, and they here for it. They not BSing about it. They like, yeah, I rock with ONYXCON. What's up? Where's that next one, man? I want to see the new video. I'm like, oh snap, I got an audience. And usually they'll hang around maximum 2 minutes and be out. No, they was watching. I mean, like when I cut it off, I didn't want to talk during that one. I just wanted to play, and I didn't talk. But I almost wanted to say thank you so much to whoever's watching. But I know as soon as you start talking, you say, all right, I'm about to go. You start having that sound like, all right, party over. They just click off. I wanted to get every second. So I didn't say nothing. I just cut it off when I was ready to cut it off. But they were watching. They were watching, y'all. Yeah, boy, I tell y'all. Oh, wow. What's up, y'all? This ride is taking me everywhere today. It is taking me everywhere today. This next one said, the directions said,